Okay, what we have here underneath this castellated nut is actually the axle nut that retains the yoke to the wheel bearing. A lot of times this nut will come loose, especially the manual transmission equipped cars, and as you're on the throttle you'll hear a click and you'll hear another click when you let off the throttle. You need to make sure you tighten this bearing properly, especially during replacement. So let's say you've got this click that's been occurring. Now you're going to go ahead and replace your bearing. When you go and replace it, you put everything back together, this nut needs to be torqued to 187 foot-pounds. That's a whole lot of torque. If you don't do it, you will damage the bearing over time. And what General Motors says, and all the bearing manufacturers, do not let the car sit on the ground either. Don't put the wheel on and try to torque this nut. You have to leave it unloaded before you torque it. So this is very important, or you will have early bearing failure if you don't do it in that procedure. Wheel off the ground, no load, torque it to 187 foot-pounds. Now while we're in this area, we're going to talk about this rotor too. We got an 11-inch rotor, General Motors original type rotor, and these rotors here, unfortunately, due to their diameter and thickness, have been a problem. They will warp, cause brake pulsation, and of course, again, this would be 84 to 87 up in the front even. Now this car's got it on the rear. These rotors really just don't cut it. If you're going to have a performance car, you need to get rid of this original rotor and put yourself a really heavy-duty, nice stainless steel Brake Corporation rotor, for example. Now we're looking at this rotor, and as we take a closer look at this rotor is actually kind of scary. It's so thin in diameter that I'd really be concerned about this rotor. I'm sure this could never be turned or machined for proper surfacing. And now that we take a closer look at this rotor, we really don't even need to get out our mic and check it. This rotor we need to throw in the garbage. This thing has had it. You can see by the diameter this thing is paper thin. This is definitely a dangerous situation. The outer is more like what you'd normally see. This particular side of the rotor is junk. Get rid of it before it hurts you.